everybody. Seth Koppel, Realtor here with another truly stunning model home tour today. We are in Dripping Springs, Texas, just southwest of Austin. And this is a truly special community called Esperanza. And this is the Toll Brother model home. And what's really interesting and special about the Esperanza community is that all of the homes in this community are on at least 3/4 acre lot. And you are gonna see what that looks like. And the beauty of that as well is you can put a large 1-story home. This home is about 3,700 square feet, but there are some options that could get it up to over 4,200 square feet on one level. In fact, I'm gonna show you 2 finished quick move-in homes in this community that are the same exact floor plan for this, and I'm gonna get into the exact pricing and square footage of each of those because one of them has a large casita addition that brings the square footage of that home to 4,278, but this one here is about 3,700 square feet. Absolutely stunning finishes throughout this home, so many special features. And we'll start right here in this gorgeous kitchen. Absolutely love the finishes, the cabinetry, the white countertops with the waterfall edge. And you gotta just love this cathedral ceiling with the beams, all of those slider windows off the back. And the covered back patio on this home is absolutely massive. It goes all the way down the back there and then actually all the way behind that wall with the fireplace. And so it's absolutely stunning. If you're looking for something with a very large outdoor living, this could be the plan for you. Now, one thing I'll mention is there are similar floor plans of varying sizes with Toll Brothers in different communities. And I'm gonna talk about that a little bit later in the video. For example, there's one floor plan that has this same exact style great room space between the kitchen, the dining, and the living room area with the cathedral ceiling, with the beams, but the home happens to be quite a bit smaller and a lot less money. And so that is an interesting thing that I can share with you. If you're not looking for 4,200 square feet or 3,700 square feet, but you're actually looking for something right around or right under 3,000 square feet, but you still love this style, there is a floor plan that Toll Brothers has that I will explain more about later in the video. But take a look at all the special features in this home. You have this door right here, and this is actually set up as an additional workspace. You know, this model home was built during COVID when everyone needed at least 2 or 3 or 4 workspaces in the house if you had a couple of kids in school and both spouses are working from home. So this was set up as an extra, really quiet workspace. Of course, you have the home office, which is stunning in this home. And there's also a media room as well, which technically could be another workspace if you needed another office. So there's a lot of flexibility. But look, you have the double ovens here, the built-in microwave there, this kind of backpack area here on the right. And then look at this utility space. You have a regular size fridge there, countertop space with the sink, lots of space there with the built-in look for the washer and dryer. Beautifully located right here in its own space, and a very nice sized pantry there, but the model home had some things in there, so I just skipped over it, so I apologize for that. But a very spacious dining area here, along with the breakfast bar that's part of the large island, and then you're getting a glimpse of what a backyard looks like over here in Esperanza on this 3/4 acre lot. It's hard to tell, but I'm gonna get you out there in just a couple of minutes. This is the beautiful family room. I really like the elegance of that fireplace mantle. It's simple, but truly beautiful. And they have a neat wallpaper on that back wall as well. I'm seeing that more and more in different model homes. And when done right, it's pretty cool. And again, I just love the ceiling aspect with the beams in this home. And I'd love to hear in the comments, after you finish watching the video, if you have a moment, let me know what you think of the ceiling with the beams and the kitchen and any features that jump out at you as either something you absolutely love, something new that you haven't seen before, or something you really don't care for. I'd love to hear that as well. Let's get into this primary suite. Super spacious. That's a king-size bed. Really big room here. Let me come around and show you how the other side looks. Again, with the wallpaper, it just really gives that a warm feel here. And you have the pop-up ceiling. I like the pattern on this wallpaper. I didn't really even look at it when I was in the house. But here you have a sitting area, a dresser, and nothing is crowded at all. And I love how you have so much natural light coming in from all these windows. And you have this nice double door entry to a very spacious primary suite bathroom. You have two vanities, one on each side here, the freestanding tub, and really nice finishes here with the dark granite that matches that light wood color or medium wood color. To me, these are just really rich finishes that give a very much of a spa feeling. Now that's a linen closet on that door next to the vanity I just turned away from, and there I am. And also, there is an option when you build this home that in addition to the linen closet, you can add a door that goes into that utility room. It's not on this model home, but that is offered if you build this floor plan. But right here, you have a very spacious linen closet. I mean, that's really big for a linen closet. And what's really neat, I'm gonna show you in just a moment, there are two very large walk-in closets in this home, in this bathroom. And take a look at this very spacious walk-in shower. You have the tile on the floor that is like the smaller hexagon. And then I love, of course, how the tile goes all the way up. And you even have a bench over here. And you could see just how large this shower is. And you could definitely add glass here to have a glass door if you'd rather have it more enclosed. That's something you could definitely do. I'm sure you could do it with Toll Brothers, but if you couldn't, you could always add it afterwards. Actually, I had to do that on my home that I built. I had to add the glass door after. I didn't buy it early enough to add that with the builder, so I bought it mid-construction, and so I had to hire a glass company to come in. It really wasn't that big of a deal. They did it, really, it was amazing. They installed it in less than 40 minutes. It's pretty interesting. So this is the second walk-in closet here, and the other one is more longer, and this one is just more of a squarish type shape. Okay, so let me take a quick moment to introduce myself. My name is Seth Koppel. I've been a realtor in Central Texas for 18 years, and I represent many clients on their new construction projects, and I'm often helping them look for larger lot homes. And that could be a community with something like this, where 3/4 acre or 1 acre home sites, or larger 2 acre or 5 acre. But also we could be looking at something where they're not quite this large. I mean, look how big that is. You could be on maybe a 60-foot lot or 70-foot lot. And Toll Brothers has many communities that offer 80-foot lots and even 90-foot lots. And anyway, there's a variety of lot sizes, but I try to focus on the larger lots, often getting clients over the years who just want a little bit more elbow room than you get in most communities nowadays. And so this is what I'm talking about with this covered patio. It goes all the way around. And so you have this separate living area here, and you have that area there with the ping pong table. That is just really neat, actually. And I just can't get over the view out on this beautiful backyard. This backyard is begging for a large in-ground swimming pool, a sport court, whatever is in your family's interest, you can probably put it in this backyard. On one of the quick delivery homes, which I'm going to show you, actually I'm going to show you two quick delivery homes that are the same floor plan. I'm going to video them at the end of this video. I'll show you some of them. And one of them has a large casita option that is kind of takes up the space there to the right where that side covered patio is. And that is like a next gen kind of suite. But I will show you that a little bit later in the video. It's a really cool option that adds some square footage, but it's more than the square footage. It's set up for, say, like a parent who's living with you full time or for half the year. They have their own space. They have an own like countertop kitchen area and their own bathroom and even their own access to the outside as well. So I will get to that later in the video. It's a pretty cool option. I didn't get to show you this on the way in just because I like to come in from the front door and get out to the main living spaces as quickly as possible because it's just so beautiful. But take a look at this foyer space. I love how they did that herringbone style on the floor with the wood, and what a beautiful home office here with the double doors, and you have that built in there, and the accent there, the wood accent on the wall really gives it a nice feeling. And so if you're zooming here, you have a beautiful background behind you, but take a look at that chandelier, and they're doing some work on these doors. I think they're glass, but they're doing something. And same with these here. This is the media room. So you can close these doors, watch movies, and, or in this case, it's kind of set up to with a vinyl record theme here. So pretty cool vibe going on here, and definitely want to hang out. And I don't play guitar, but maybe someone will come over and play guitar for me, and I can just play the phonograph. Check it out. There's a powder room down this hall, and then I want to show you there's 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Well, one is connected to both. Anyway, I'll show you that in just a moment. Very, very nice powder room here. I like that little brick accent on the wall. Really neat. Gives it a nice touch. So as I mentioned, there are a couple of other floor plans that Toll Brothers does that I'd like to bring to your attention. One is called the Blanton, and it has the same living space with the vaulted or cathedral type ceiling there with the beams. It's very similar main living space, but it is a smaller home. The base square footage in that home is actually 2693, but you can also add a kind of casita suite to that home, and that bumps it up to about 2,900 square feet or so. And that home is built in a community by Santa Rita Ranch. It's actually the 55 and up community called Regency at Santa Rita Ranch, which I've done a video on that. And so if you'd like to see that video, shoot me a text and I'll connect you to that video, or look through the descriptions on my channel. You can look through. There's the Blanton in the Regency at Santa Rita Ranch. You can see very similar home, just a little bit smaller. And then there's another floor plan I wanted to bring to your attention that is actually larger than this. The base square foot is actually larger. It's also a 1-story home. It's called the Dempsey, and they're building it in Cedar Park, although it's right on the border with Leander. So I'm not 100% sure if it's Cedar Park or Leander, but it's called Hidden Creeks. It's a brand new community, and it is very popular. People are lining up for this community. And this is, the opportunity to build a 4,000 square foot 1-story home that close into Austin, just north of Austin, in that tech corridor, right up Ronald Reagan Boulevard. That's unheard of, actually. So that's why it's very, very popular. But there's so many other floor plans. If you have something in mind, I'm very familiar with all the different floor plans from most of the large builders around Central Texas, whether that's Toll Brothers, Highland Homes, Scott Felder, Perry Homes, Giddens. There's so many great builders that I can advise you on. Now, keep in mind, I'm agnostic, and there's pluses and minuses to every builder, and I try to point them out to my clients when we're working together, what they need to be concerned about with one builder, or the positives and different things that one might have when maybe they have a longer warranty period, or one builder may have really fantastic customer service and go above and beyond. And so these are the types of things that's really important to know. But if you're looking for similar floor plans to this, meaning like a large 1-story floor plan, take a look at that Dempsey. If you're looking for over 4,000 square feet, if you're looking for something smaller, consider the Blanton. I hope you're enjoying these bedroom sizes. They seem like a really good size to me. If anything, the first one had a little bit of a smaller closet, but these other two had really nice size closet spaces for secondary bedrooms. Okay, in just a moment, I'm going to get you over to the 2 quick delivery homes that are currently for sale, and I'll get you all of the bedroom count, square footage count, and they're not exactly the same. As I was mentioning, one has that large casita room, and so I'll get you all of that information, including the prices, as we walk through those homes in just a moment. I wanted to mention also that, I've been a realtor in Austin for 18 years, and there is a occupational hazard, at least for me and my wife. We have moved about 5 times since we've been here. We moved here 20 years ago, and our first builder that we built with was Toll Brothers. So I have my own personal, pretty extensive experiences building with Toll Brothers and living in that home for probably, I don't remember, 5 or 7 years. It's been a minute. But then I wound up building with 3 other different builders, including a custom builder. And so I can definitely tell you about my personal experiences with those. And I've helped many, many clients build with, I have to say, dozens of different builders around Central Texas. So I'm always happy to share all the knowledge I've gained with my clients. Okay, so we're here. We are at 343 Prairie Clover Drive, and this home is 4,278 square feet. It's a 5-bedroom, 5.5 bath with a 3-car garage. Gotta love these beautiful entry doors here. Now, this home is priced at $1,297,000, and it is a very large home. It has some very nice upgrades in it, but of course, the model home always has some higher upgrades. I wouldn't say always, but almost always has higher upgrades than the quick delivery homes. But really pretty. I mean, these finishes in the kitchen are nice. I am personally missing the beams on the ceiling. I think the beams make this room in the model home. So that actually is something you could add after closing. There are companies that do that, and it could look absolutely amazing. But beautiful finishes here. You have nice cabinetry color. You only have the single oven there versus the double oven that's in the model. I absolutely love this dark countertop on this large island and how it contrasts. I love the white veining there. That's so cool. But here you have the KitchenAid cooktop, the commercial style with the 6 burners, and a really nice vent hood as well. That's like a commercial style vent hood. I love when they do the backsplashes and they're neutral and white like that, but they still have a lot of texture and just different colors mixed in. Really, really love that. And so you can see here, it's almost the same, but it's a little different. Of course, when they're vacant, they don't have the same pop without the staging furniture. You have a very large covered patio here and a nice yard, although there is a property behind. But let's take a look at the primary suite here. I'm so glad you were able to see the model home before this, because this room has the same dimensions, and all you have to do is hire the same designer or copy what they did in the model home, and you can have the same bedroom style there. But I think they really did a great job actually on the bathroom finishes. In fact, I actually like these more than the model. I like this shower more than the model, both the tile here on the floor and the walls, and I really appreciate these shower fixtures. This one has 2 shower heads, and the model didn't have that. And I do like this gold or brass color. I want to show you the casita that was added to this home. That you see that door there to the left of the fireplace. We're gonna go through that. That's where the casita room accesses to the main living space. And then the door out there outside, that is their outside access. And then I'm gonna get you straight over to the other quick delivery home, so I can show you that as well. So this is a very large space. You can definitely make this, part bedroom, part living space, or, you can use it for something else. You can use this as a party room or something. But this is a very large room. I think it may be something like 400 or 500 square feet altogether. But I would have to check those dimensions, but it feels pretty big. And this is like the countertop space I was talking about. It's a small sink. I'm not sure why they chose that super small sink. I mean, it's good for like a bar area, but if you're gonna run this as a kitchen, I would have personally preferred a larger sink and maybe some areas where I can add at least a coffee maker, a microwave, some other things like that. But truly, these are things you can modify after closing. And often my clients are asking me for my contacts for handymen, contractors, and since I also do real estate investing and I've helped some of my clients get their homes ready when we're listing them for sale, I have some great contacts that do great work, and they also they're pretty reasonably priced. And most of all, I just, I have experience with them. I'm not in the contracting business. I don't make a penny off of it, but it's just some way that I add value to my clients. So curious how you think of this home versus the model. Of course, the model is just blingier and a little more extra crispy finishes throughout. This is that media room where they had the, record players and the TV and the guitars, and this is that office. Just a lot different when they're vacant and not decorated, but these are the same rooms, if you can believe that. And so by seeing the model, hopefully you have the inspiration and imagination and you can kind of design it the way you like. Well, let's take a quick peek outside, and then I'm going to get you over to the other quick delivery home, which is gorgeous. Okay, so this is actually quite a bit smaller covered patio than the model, but truly a very large covered patio. And you have a very nice sized backyard here, and you can see there's like a farm or some type of property behind that's outside of this neighborhood. Very nice though, very country feel out here in Dripping Springs. It's a beautiful area. And I will mention as well, one thing that is really important when you're looking for a home in Texas is the tax rate. And the tax rate out here is one of the lower ones around. It's 1.88, which is really good. Let's take a quick peek at what you could see, how spacious their 3-car garages are. I mean, this is a 3-car garage with a lot of elbow room. You have all that area there by the window, and then it's pretty long as well. And Toll Brothers does a pretty good job, as long as they have space on the land, to make everything as spacious as they can. And this is the utility room. Really pretty nice. I mean, if you put the fridge there and you got space for the washer and dryer, so pretty nicely done. Certainly not as decorated as the model, but they did do a lot of nice things, and I think they did the important things that you can't really change later. Like the kitchen is gorgeous. These doors are beautiful. You have all those sliders off the back of the property. Okay, here we are at the next one. This is 256 Cherry Sage Court. This is actually 3,681 square feet. It's a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath with the 3-car garage. And it's actually priced at $1.349, so $1,349,000. These are different elevations. You obviously could see that when you see the front of the home. The model home is one. The last home was the Treaty Oak Transitional, and this one I believe is the Treaty Oak Hill Country style. So this one has real wood floors. I believe they're real wood or engineered wood, but just like real wood. And then the last one was more of a vinyl plank. I think it was like that luxury vinyl plank. I'm fairly certain this one is real wood. So, even though this home is smaller than the last one, it doesn't have that big casita. It has some additional cabinetry. Again, they didn't put the beams, but I know we can get that done after closing if that's something you want, which personally I would want it. Look at this countertop. I absolutely love this. I love the last one, but I love this countertop even more. It's just so beautiful. Hard to tell in a video, but it's gorgeous. And these cabinets are just such a beautiful color. You do have the double oven in this one and the microwave there. And I personally prefer this warmer style vent hood versus that last home had the kind of more commercial style. And this has a 5-burner cooktop. If you remember, the last home had that more commercial grade 6-burner cooktop. Not sure that really makes much of a difference for most people are not using 6 burners all at once, but it was a higher end, more luxury feel cooktop, which is beautiful. I like this elevated back covered patio here, and this is really pretty with the tile going up the fireplace all the way to that cathedral ceiling. I hope you enjoyed seeing both the model home and having the quick delivery homes following. Let me know if you'd like to see that again. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.